Welcome to Little English Studio. Today, we will tell the story of a man who changed the way the world eats. A man who built a business empire from a small hamburger stand and turned it into the most famous fast food chain on earth. His name is Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's global empire. This is not just a story about food. It is a story about ambition, persistence, and the American dream, but also about conflict, controversy, and the cost of success. So sit back, listen carefully, and let's begin the full story of Ray Kroc. Raymond Albert Kroc was born on October 5, 1902, in Oak Park, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. His parents were of Czech origin, immigrants searching for a better life in America. As a child, Ray was curious, restless, and full of energy. He had a sharp mind for numbers and a natural talent for sales. At the age of 15, he lied about his age to join the Red Cross as an ambulance driver during World War I. While training in Connecticut, he met another young man with big dreams, Walt Disney. Both were too young to see combat, but both would go on to shape American culture in unforgettable ways. After the war, Ray returned home with no clear direction. He tried many jobs: piano player, paper cup salesman, radio DJ. But one thing was clear: Ray Kroc loved to sell. He believed that selling was not just about money, it was about making people believe in an idea. In the 1920s and 1930s, America was full of opportunity, but also hardship. The Great Depression destroyed many businesses, but Ray survived by constantly adapting. He became a traveling salesman, selling paper cups for the Lily Tulip Company. Day after day, he knocked on doors, trying to convince soda fountains and restaurants to switch to his cups. His charm and persistence earned him good commissions. But Ray wanted more. In 1938, he discovered an invention that would change his life: the Multimixer, a machine that could make 5 milkshakes at the same time. To Ray, this was genius. He quit his job and became the national distributor of the Multimixer. For years, he drove across America, selling milkshake machines to diners, drive-ins, and ice cream shops. He worked long hours and barely saw his family. He often said, "I was an overnight success, but it took 30 years." By the early 1950s, sales of the Multimixer had slowed. Then Ray heard about a small restaurant in San Bernardino, California, that had ordered 8 of his machines. Curious, he drove there to see for himself. What he found amazed him. The restaurant was run by Richard and Morris McDonald, 2 brothers who had created a new system for serving food. They called it the Speedy Service System. Instead of waiters and waitresses, they used an assembly line, preparing hamburgers, fries, and milkshakes with incredible speed and consistency. Customers lined up outside, and the food was always cheap and good. Ray Kroc saw the future. He believed this system could be expanded across America. The brothers were content with one restaurant, but Ray was not. In 1955, Ray Kroc opened the first McDonald's franchise in Des Plaines, Illinois. He also founded the McDonald's Corporation. Ray worked tirelessly. He recruited franchisees, trained them, and enforced strict rules. Every burger must be the same size, every fry must taste the same, every restaurant must be clean and family-friendly. He introduced innovations: paper packaging instead of plates to save time and cleaning, standardized menus with a focus on burgers, fries, and drinks, a clown mascot called Ronald McDonald to attract children. Ray believed McDonald's was not just about food, it was about experience. Families could count on the same meal in every city. He once said, "We are not in the hamburger business. We are in the show business." At first, the McDonald brothers worked with Ray, but soon, conflicts grew. The brothers wanted to keep things small and simple. Ray wanted to expand rapidly. He wanted full control, but their original agreement limited him. In 1961, Ray offered to buy them out for $2.7 million, enough for each brother to receive $1 million after taxes. They agreed. But according to Ray, there was a handshake deal that the brothers would still receive a share of future franchise profits. That promise was never written into the contract. The McDonald brothers lost their restaurant, their name, and their share in the future empire. Ray built his headquarters in Oak Brook, Illinois, and called himself the true founder of McDonald's. This part of the story remains controversial. To some, Ray was ruthless. To others, he was simply a businessman with vision. Under Ray Kroc's leadership, McDonald's grew at lightning speed. By the mid-1960s, there were hundreds of restaurants across America. By the 1970s, McDonald's had expanded internationally to Canada, Europe, Asia, and beyond. Ray was obsessed with quality control. He created Hamburger University in 1961, a training center for managers and franchise owners. He believed in discipline, uniformity, and service with a smile. McDonald's became a symbol of American culture: fast, affordable, and everywhere. For many families, eating at McDonald's was a weekend treat. For travelers abroad, it was a taste of home. Of course, success came with criticism. Many accused Ray Kroc of being too aggressive, of stealing credit from the McDonald brothers. Nutritionists criticized fast food for being unhealthy. Environmentalists pointed to waste from packaging. Labor activists criticized low wages. But Ray Kroc rarely listened to critics. He focused on growth, believing that McDonald's represented opportunity. He saw himself as a patriot who had created jobs for millions. In his later years, Ray Kroc pursued another dream: owning a baseball team. In 1974, he bought the San Diego Padres. At a game, he once grabbed the microphone to scold his team for playing poorly, shouting, "Ladies and gentlemen, I suffer with you. The fans loved it." Ray remained active in McDonald's until the end of his life. He wrote an autobiography called Grinding It Out, in which he shared his philosophy: persistence, hard work, and never being afraid to dream big. Ray Kroc died on January 14, 1984, at the age of 81. Today, McDonald's serves over 70 million people every day in more than 100 countries. It is one of the most recognizable brands in the world. Ray Kroc's story is complex. He was a visionary entrepreneur who saw possibilities where others saw limits. He built an empire from a single restaurant, but he also left behind controversy: the dispute with the McDonald brothers and the debate over fast food's role in health and society. Whether admired or criticized, Ray Kroc changed not only the restaurant industry, but also global culture. As he once said, "Luck is a dividend of sweat. The more you sweat, the luckier you get." This was the story of Ray Kroc, the man behind McDonald's. From a restless salesman to a global business icon, his journey shows the power of persistence, vision, and the pursuit of the American dream. Thank you for listening to this story in English. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to Little English Studio for more inspiring life stories.